Hi, this is Gordon Moore. This is our technology talk, technology in office practices, which is a pretty frustrating field. We have lots of technology rolling out all the time, cool stuff that may be of great benefit but comes at significant cost. And every time we buy something within a year, it seems to be obsolete. The next best thing comes around. If that's not maddening enough, we also have ever-changing rules and regulations coming down from Washington, D.C., as well as various insurers, and that makes for a pretty insane mix. So the question then becomes, what do we do with all of this? The technology can be a real help, but where are we going to focus our time, efforts, and money? This is where information technology can actually be very helpful. Digital information is a lot easier to manipulate, to move around the system. Communicating on your downtime is a lot more efficient, and we can achieve a much improved workflow if there's good technology supporting us. On the right-hand column from a family practice management article, you see where most practices who responded to their survey are using technology right now. Much more common to use PDAs and cell phones, EMRs, than online appointment scheduling or guideline and performance monitoring. In my own practice and working with many others from across the country, we've distilled some general rules that'll help you choose the right technology for your practice. You want to think about the ultimate workflow you're trying to achieve and then find technology that will support it. It doesn't necessarily have to be the monolithic solution, because rarely do those monolithic solutions achieve everything in the different aspects of workflow that you want in your practice. So you may find some off-the-shelf technology that actually does a better job and actually gives you more potential for swapping components out as the field evolves. If the speed limit on the highway is 25, why do you need a Ferrari? Get something simple that does the work now. Think about your ultimate process, get the technology to support it. Think about having patients do some of the work. The banking industry certainly gets it, and we've seen some practices use online appointment scheduling, kiosks in the front to arrive and do demographic information, insurance verification, and things like that. Cool technology is coming out to support patients doing some of the work for you, and that's part of the intent behind How's Your Health as well. This is a visual just depicting how doctors are arrayed on a healthcare IT spectrum right now. You don't even see in this the added complexity of things like home health or Walmart clinics or things like that, but you can start to get a picture of the complexity and the diversity that's out there. Dr. Lynn Ho from North Kingston, Rhode Island, is measuring her practice using How's Your Health. Between 90 and 98% of her patients say her practice is well organized, efficient, and seldom wastes their time. She pays a lot of attention to the technology because it makes her work life that much better. These are her choices in her practice. She published an article in Family Practice Management in 2008 describing how she achieved the results and how she put the technology together. In 2008, this is what Dr. Ho spent to achieve her mix of technology and practice. It's obviously a radical approach, but as I mentioned before, she's able to achieve radical improvement in her outcomes. This isn't going to work for everybody, but you see here how the general principles applied in her practice. Think in your own practice, how can you push those general principles to achieve her kind of results? How can you challenge a lot of the external assumptions about what you need so that you can realistically achieve the results you want for your practice and your patients? So, in summary, in our upcoming call, we want to discuss your technologic solutions. What do you have that's working right now? As you think about the future and where you want to take your practice, what technology do you think you might adopt, either in part or in whole, to achieve your vision in practice? And finally, when you think about the choices you've made, what pitfalls would you recommend others avoid as they look so we can share learning across the group? Thanks so much.